Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Man, 2025, can you believe it? It feels like we were just talking about the biggest movies of this year, and now we're already looking ahead. But hey, who am I to complain about a year jam-packed with potential cinematic greatness? Today we're diving into the top 10 movies you absolutely can't miss in 2025. Let's get started. Okay, let's be real, we're all still reeling from Denis Villeneuve's Dune back in 2021, right? The scope, the atmosphere, that score, it was like nothing else, and the way it ended. Talk about a cliffhanger. Dune Part 2 picks up right where we left off, diving deeper into the world of Arrakis the Freeman and Paul Atreides' destiny as Muad'Dib. Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, they're all back. And with Villeneuve at the helm again, you just know this isn't going to be your typical Hollywood sequel. This is epic, thought-provoking sci-fi at its finest. I'm expecting big things from Dune Part 2, and I have a feeling it's going to be one of those films that defines 2025. Say what you will about James Cameron, but the man knows how to craft a visually stunning spectacle. His attention to detail and commitment to pushing the boundaries of visual effects have set a new standard in the film industry. Cameron's films are not just movies, they are immersive experiences that transport audiences to entirely new worlds. Avatar blew us away back in 2009, and while it took a while, The Way of Water proved he could recapture that magic. The sequel brought back the awe and wonder of Pandora, with even more breathtaking visuals and a deeper storyline that captivated audiences worldwide. So, where does Avatar 3 take us? The anticipation is palpable as fans eagerly await the next chapter in this epic saga. Cameron has hinted at exploring uncharted territories within Pandora, promising new adventures and challenges for our beloved characters. We're diving even deeper into Pandora, exploring new regions, new Na'vi clans, and I'm sure new threats. The lush landscapes and vibrant ecosystems of Pandora are bound to be more mesmerizing than ever, with Cameron's innovative technology bringing every detail to life. Cameron's always been one to push the boundaries of filmmaking technology, and I'm excited to see what he has in store for us visually. From groundbreaking motion capture techniques to state-of-the-art underwater filming, Avatar 3 is set to revolutionize the way we experience cinema. Plus, with the way The Way of Water ended, you know there are some serious emotional stakes in play for Jake, Neytiri, and their family. Their journey is far from over, and the emotional depth of their story is sure to resonate with audiences on a profound level. Avatar 3 is going to be huge, there's no doubt about that. With its compelling narrative, stunning visuals, and the visionary direction of James Cameron, this film is poised to be another groundbreaking entry in the Avatar franchise. Fans around the world are counting down the days until they can once again be transported to the magical world of Pandora. Robert Pattinson as Batman? I'll admit I was skeptical at first, but he absolutely killed it in Matt Reeves' The Batman. This wasn't your typical superhero flick, it was dark, gritty, and psychological. And that ending? Chilling. We don't know much about The Batman 2 yet, but with Reeves back in the director's chair, I'm expecting more of that same brooding atmosphere and detective noir vibe. Who will Batman face this time? Will we see the Joker make an appearance? There are so many possibilities, and that's what makes this sequel so exciting. Look, I'm just as surprised as you are that we're getting another Indiana Jones movie. It's been years since we last saw Harrison Ford don the iconic fedora and whip, and many of us thought that the adventures of Dr. Jones had come to a close. But here we are, gearing up for one more ride with the legendary archaeologist. But hey, if Harrison Ford is up for it, who are we to complain? At 80 years old, Ford's enthusiasm and dedication to the character are nothing short of inspiring. It's clear that Indiana Jones holds a special place in his heart, just as he does in ours. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is being billed as his final adventure as the iconic archaeologist, and this time, the stakes seem higher than ever. The title itself hints at a mysterious and potentially world-altering artifact, which is classic Indiana Jones territory. I have to admit, there's a part of me that's getting a little nostalgic about it. The Indiana Jones series has been a significant part of cinematic history, and it's hard not to feel a pang of sentimentality as we prepare to say goodbye to such an enduring character. This time around, James Mangold is directing, and while that might seem like an odd choice at first, it's actually quite exciting. Mangold has a knack for bringing depth and nuance to his characters, which could add a new layer to Indy's final journey. And while that might seem like an odd choice at first, remember, This is the guy who gave us Logan, a film that managed to be both a thrilling action movie and a poignant character study. Logan was a fantastic send-off for another iconic character, Wolverine, and it showed that Mangold knows how to handle the weight of a beloved character's final chapter, a fantastic send-off for another iconic character. So, I have faith that Mangold will treat Indy with the respect he deserves, honoring the legacy while delivering a fresh and engaging story. I have faith that Mangold will treat Indy with the respect he deserves, and I'm optimistic that he'll balance the action and adventure with the emotional weight of a final farewell. I'm hoping for a fun, action-packed adventure that sends the character off in style. After all, Indiana Jones has always been about thrilling escapades, daring feats, and uncovering ancient mysteries. Let's hope this final chapter lives up to the legacy and gives us one last unforgettable adventure. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse wasn't just one of the best superhero movies ever made, it was one of the best movies ever made. The animation style was groundbreaking, the story was heartfelt and hilarious, and Miles Morales instantly became a fan favorite. Across the Spider-Verse promises to be even bigger and bolder, with Miles traveling across different dimensions and encountering even more spider people. We're talking about a movie that's visually stunning, emotionally resonant, and just plain. This is one sequel I think we can all agree we're hyped for. James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy movies are proof that you can take a bunch of D-list comic book characters and turn them into household names. This ragtag group of misfits has stolen our hearts with their humor, their heart, and their killer soundtrack. From the very first movie, the Guardians have been a breath of fresh air in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Their unique blend of action, comedy, and emotional depth has set them apart from other superhero teams. But all good things must come to an end, and Vol 3 is being billed as the final chapter in their saga. We don't know much about the plot yet, but rumors suggest it will delve deeper into the backstories of our beloved characters. With Gunn back at the helm, you can bet it's going to be emotional, action-packed, and full of those signature Gunnisms we've come to love. Expect more of the witty banter, the heartfelt moments, and the unexpected twists that have made the series so beloved. I'm not ready to say goodbye to the Guardians just yet, but I have a feeling Gunn has something special planned for their swan song. The stakes are higher, the emotions are deeper, and the action is more intense. As we prepare for this final journey, let's remember the joy and excitement the Guardians have brought us over the years. Whether it's Star-Lord's dance-offs, Rocket's ingenious gadgets, or Groot's simple yet profound "I am Groot," these moments have left an indelible mark on our hearts. So, here's to the Guardians of the Galaxy, and to one last adventure that promises to be unforgettable. At this point, is anyone surprised that Tom Cruise is still doing his own stunts? The man is a machine. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 was another incredible entry in the franchise, with Cruise pushing the limits of what's possible on screen. And you know what? He's not done yet. Part 2 promises to wrap up the story that began in Part 1, and I'm sure it's going to be just as insane and action-packed as its predecessor. We're talking about death-defying stunts, exotic locations, and Tom Cruise running really fast. What more could you ask for? The Fantastic Beasts franchise has had its ups and downs, but The Secrets of Dumbledore seems to be a step in the right direction. This prequel series delves deeper into the history of the wizarding world, exploring the events that led up to the rise of Voldemort. The Secrets of Dumbledore promises to shed light on the enigmatic Albus Dumbledore, played by Jude Law, and his complex relationship with Gellert Grindelwald, now played by Mads Mikkelsen. With a new director at the helm and a renewed focus on the magic that made us fall in love with Harry Potter in the first place, I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was a wild ride through the multiverse, and it looks like the sequel is going to be even crazier. Benedict Cumberbatch is back as the Sorcerer Supreme, and this time, he's facing the consequences of his actions in the previous film. We're talking about alternate realities, mind-bending visuals, and maybe even some familiar faces from other Marvel movies. The multiverse is a dangerous place, and I have a feeling Doctor Strange is going to have his hands full trying to keep it from unraveling. The Matrix was a groundbreaking film that changed the way we think about action and science fiction. So when they announced a fourth film, The Matrix Resurrections, people were understandably skeptical. But you know what? It actually turned out to be pretty good. Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss returned as Neo and Trinity, and while the film had its flaws, it also had some truly mind-bending moments and some surprisingly emotional beats. Now there are rumors of another sequel in the works, and while we don't know much about it yet, the possibility of returning to the world of The Matrix is just too tantalizing to ignore. So, there you have it, my picks for the top 10 must-watch movies of 2025. From epic sci-fi adventures to superhero showdowns, from magical journeys to mind-bending thrillers, 2025 is shaping up to be an incredible year for film. I hope this list adds some excitement to your watch list. If there's another topic or specific area of interest you'd like me to explore, feel free to let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates. See you next time.